Days of our lives, spoilers, for the next week of August 10th through the 14th. Here we go again into another wild week in Salem. And honestly, my coffee is cold. My deadline was 10 minutes ago, but I'm still sitting here hammering out these updates because you guys keep asking. So let's just dive right into the absolute mess happening on screen. Second chances, summer developments, whatever you want to call it. And things are getting nuts over in Alamania very soon because Rafe is heading over there. Yes, Rafe Hernandez on a mission. And this is exactly where that big moment from the summer promo finally pays off. You know the one. Leo Stark standing there looking shady as ever, offering Dimitri a bargain. Literally saying, if you don't want to make a deal with Rafe, make one with me. Iconic behavior from Leo, truly. And I totally wonder what the FBI guy actually wants from Dimitri. Probably info to use against EJ DiMera. Because when is it times not times about taking down EJ? And the feds might offer Dimitri something sweet in return. But let's be real, they aren't going to let him just walk away scotangent free. Never that easy in Salem. Meanwhile, EJ is scrambling. He desperately needs someone's help with this whole ongoing situation. And why? Because Brady, Sarah, and Xander are out for blood. They won't back down. Not an inch. So EJ is sweating bullets, looking for allies in all the wrong places. Over on the romance and drama front, let's talk about Alex Kiriakis and his current mess. Alex is stepping up, supporting Joy through a heavy medical crisis. Real stand-up guy behavior for once. But of course, Stephanie has to open her mouth. Stephanie is out there ranting, convinced that Joy is just faking the whole thing for attention. Can you even... And Alex has officially had enough. Completely done with Stephanie's endless attitude. Because, let's face it, she keeps causing problems over and above the shooting at his baby mama. Just layers upon layers of unnecessary drama. And wait, who realizes he's still deeply in love with Leo? The plot thickens, because Dimitri might have actually taken Leo's bargain, which totally could have included them reuniting. Oh, the romance. Soon enough, we are getting Leo right back into his natural habitat, investigating the messy counterfeit Gabi chic handbag scandal. And he'll be doing it once he and Gwen are safely back in Salem. Expect pure chaos when those two hit the town again. Then we have some heartwarming stuff mixed in with the tragedy. Very soon, Julie Williams and Foster are going to share their very first kiss. Wow. Just wow. A generational love story that nobody saw coming, but honestly, it's kind of amazing. Julie deserves some happiness, let's be honest. But right next to that sweetness, we have heartbreaking grief. Abe and Theo are grieving the loss of Lexi. Again. For the second time, my heart just breaks for them. And I am praying we actually get an on-screen memorial for her, but knowing how these shows go, we might completely get robbed of it. Let's keep rambling, because I need to fill you in on every little detail. And believe me, the writers are holding nothing back this month. Salem is a disaster zone. People running around Alamania, feds making shady deals, EJ DiMera sweating through his expensive suits because Brady, Sarah, and Xander are breathing down his neck. And honestly, who can blame them? EJ has crossed lines one too many times. But will he manage to wiggle out of it? He always does. That's the magic of being an EJ DiMera. You think he's dead and buried, and then boom, he's back running half the town. Let's circle back to Alex and Joy. Because medical crises in Salem never just mean a trip to University Hospital and a quick prescription. Oh no, it means full-scale emotional warfare in the waiting room. Alex is trying to be a good friend, or whatever they are at this point, and support Joy through her health scare. But Stephanie is standing on the sidelines, arms crossed, judging everyone, ranting about how Joy is just faking her symptoms. Like, seriously, Stephanie? Who looks at someone in a medical crisis and screams fake? Only in Salem. And Alex snaps. He looks at her and realizes he cannot deal with this toxic attitude for one more second, especially not with everything else hanging over his head. The shooting drama involving his baby mama is already too much weight to carry without Stephanie adding extra baggage. So, yeah, expect a massive blowout between Alex and Stephanie very soon. Total friction. You love to see it. And then there's Leo Stark. You can never keep a good con man down. Or a bad one, depending on how you look at it. Leo in Alamania offering Dimitri a bargain is peak soap opera comedy and suspense mashed together. If you don't want to make a deal with Rafe, make one with me. The audacity, you have to respect it. And Dimitri is cornered. Rafe is closing in. The FBI wants information to nail EJ to the wall. So Dimitri has to make a choice. Does he roll over for the feds, or does he take Leo's deal? Signs point to him taking Leo's bargain, which likely comes with some romantic strings attached. Because deep down, someone, maybe Dimitri himself, or maybe Leo realizing it too, remembers what they had. A reunion could be on the horizon. And once they wrap things up over there, they are packing their bags for Salem. Back in Salem, the Gabby Chic handbag scandal is calling. Yes, counterfeit handbags are apparently a national security threat in this town. Leo and Gwen are going to dive headfirst back into investigative mode. Can you imagine the outfits? Can you imagine the snark? Gwen and Leo tag teaming a fashion fraud investigation is basically all I ever wanted out of television. It's going to be a complete circus, and I am seated with my popcorn. And let's not gloss over Julie and Foster. A brand new romance blossoming in the middle of all this chaos. Sign me up. Seeing Julie share her very first kiss with Foster is giving everyone all the feels. It's a generational love story that proves love can happen at any stage of life. After everything Julie has been through, she deserves a little bit of sunshine. But the universe in Salem is violently balanced, so right next to that cute romance, we get pure devastation. Abe and Theo are grieving. They are dealing with the unbearable pain of losing Lexi. Not just once, but feeling that loss all over again. It's heavy. It's emotional. And fans are online begging the powers that be for a proper on-screen memorial. Will the showrunners actually give us that closure? Or are we going to get cheated out of a proper goodbye? Time will tell, but fingers crossed they don't brush this under the rug. Let's review the timeline again. August 10th through the 14th is packed. Every single character is running around like their hair is on fire. Rafe is jet-setting to Alamania. EJ is plotting from a corner while his enemies circle like sharks. Alex is losing his patience. Stephanie is burning bridges. Leo is making deals. Julie is finding love. Abe is mourning. It's just classic, messy, beautiful soap opera madness. And honestly, wouldn't have it any other way. Let me double-check my notes here to make sure I didn't miss anything major. Did I mention the handbag scandal? Yes. Did I mention the FBI wanting dirt on EJ? Yes. Did I mention Stephanie being the absolute worst? Covered it. So I think that pretty much wraps up this week's brain dump. My editors are probably screaming at me right now for making this too long and conversational, but hey, you wanted the real scoop without the corporate filter. You got it. Stay tuned, keep watching, and let me know in the comments who you think is going to ruin their life first next week. See you next time.